Substance addiction continues to be a major problem in northeast Mississippi, but as WCBI's Chad Groening reports, hundreds gathered in Tupelo today to celebrate recovery from addiction.
They carried signs signifying victory over substance addiction. And then at the entrance of Fair Park, they marched in the 3rd annual North Mississippi Recovery Walk. Keith Henry of Addiction Recovery Resources was the organizer of the event. He says it's a walk to raise awareness in our community about the reality of recovery.
We want to show that as a community that Tupelo and North Mississippi support recovery.
Alcohol drug abuse is something that affects every single family, every city, every community. And we all have to do our part to raise awareness and to get assistance and get help for recovery to those who need it.
The opioid crisis has been a major topic of discussion around the country. Even President Trump has weighed in on the problem. And unfortunately, Northeast Mississippi is not immune.
Of course, we're seeing more and more cases of substance use disorders related to opiates. We are seeing more deaths related to opiates.
Here in Tupelo, we try to be proactive, working with our partners, in recovery, but also particularly our fire department, EMTs, and first responders carrying the medications that are needed to save lives. So we're trying to be proactive as a community.
And there was plenty of good food at today's recovery rally. Megan Dye helped serve refreshments. She has her own recovery story.
I had a problem years ago. Right now I'm on drug court, and I've completely changed my life around. I'm a completely different person. And it's stuff like this that kind of kept me going and kept me supported.
And substance recovery is a family affair. Angie Garrett has been clean for 10 years after a long bout with substance addiction. She says there's a genetic element.
So my kids were just born with the possibility of being an addict, and so my son struggled too. But the good news is we also passed down our recovery.
Well, there are many ways to crack an addiction. Some choose a spiritual route. Colby Cuevas is the recovery pastor at Thrive Church, which is part of the Orchard family of churches in Tupelo. He is also a recovered substance abuser.
Downward spiral, very similar to everyone else's, but found myself in a drug treatment center. And through the treatment center and through 2 preachers coming to the rehab I was at, shared the gospel. And that gospel, opened my eyes and allowed me to see for the first time.
Cuevas says anyone is welcome to seek help at his ministry. Chad Groening, WCBI News, Tupelo.
You can contact Addiction Recovery Resources if you have a question or concern about substance addiction.